Hey guys, welcome back to Wilmer Woodworks. My name is Steve. I appreciate you hanging out with me. Today we're going to be doing an unboxing of a power tool. Somebody reached out to me from Hychika, company from overseas. They make power tools. And they said, look, we like your videos, we like your unboxings. Can we send you some product? Take a look at it, unbox it, share your thoughts with your fan base. So I said, sure, yeah, send me whatever you want. And that goes for anybody too. If anybody wants to send me anything, you know, I'm always on the hunt for apparel. I do like hats. I just got my new Buc-ee's hat after a little road trip we had here. And I do like the standard gray hats with the little logos off to the side, but that's enough about asking for stuff. Let's get back to the Hychika. So they sent me a Hychika hammer drill, which is awesome for me because I don't have a hammer drill currently. I have an impact and I have a regular drill. But I don't have a drill that has the hammer functions. And it's always good to have additional power tools at hand so you can compare pros and cons of things. So that's what we're gonna do right now. We're gonna do an unboxing. I'm gonna let you know my initial thoughts out of the gate. We will compare it to a couple of my Craftsman tools. It's not a direct comparison, but I'll compare it to my impact and my drills. And then we'll use it for an install I've got going on later this afternoon. So I'll let you know after using it for a day what my initial thoughts are. And then be sure to stay tuned because I'll give you updates maybe 3-6 months from now as well. All right, let's get to that unboxing. Okay, so here we got the Hychika 20 volt max half-inch. Oh yeah, let's see what we got. So very straightforward, no foam packaging, which is nice. Less foam and plastic out in the world is always a better thing. I'm assuming this is going to be the charger. So very straightforward and to the point with what they include in here. What do we got here? We got some little goodies. Always nice to have a couple of bits. So we got some hex bits, Torx, some square bits, some Phillips, some flatheads, and an extension. What else do we have here? Got our charger. So this battery is very similar to all the other batteries. It's nice. Now with the Craftsman, let me grab one of my Craftsman here so we can compare. So it's about the same size as the Craftsman. What I like about the Craftsman is you push this button, the lights stay on for a minute. This one looks like you got to push and hold, which no big deal, not that terrible. The tool seems to be weighted very well. Goes on there very easily. So you got the hammer attachment, the drill, the driver, and then the hammer. Looks like you got 2 speeds, fast and slow. And this is a brushless unit, so 20 volts. The battery on this is a little dead out of the box, so we will charge this up. Let me put this clip on here. So this will go right here. It would have been nice if on this other side they had some sort of attachment for, not these are too long, but if they had an attachment for the smaller. Now that's just here nor there. I mean, I've 3D printed these before, so that's no big deal. And let's just plug in this charger so we can charge this up and try this out. Again, you just push the button, pull that out, see what this charge indicator light looks like. I guess red is charging. Okay, so we'll let that charge and we will be back at this very soon. All right, so now all I have to do is I've got the Forstner bit on here. I'm gonna try to figure out the size of the hole. I just got a piece of scrap wood here. Does very nicely, and that is too small, so we're going to go up one size with that Forstner bit. I believe that was 7/8, so the next size up on Forstner bit I have is 8/8, which is 1 inch. If you're overseas, sorry, millimeter equivalent I believe is 25 mil, and that is too large. So that's weird. So I think I got a bit that was in the wrong spot here. Yep, that was 3/4, not 7/8. So let me find my 7/8 and try that again. All right, I think I found a 7/8 bit. So we will test this now. Okay, that is on 2. Let's put that on 1. Increase this a bit. Sweet, so I think that'll work perfect. I think the only thing is once I have this over there in the wood, I'll have to drill a little peek hole in here for the wire. And I think I will tap a regular screw in here to make sure that that does not come out. Yeah, because right here, I mean, I can easily discard any filings, but when I'm at that 4x4 post that is concreted into the ground, I'm not gonna have the ability to flip that upside down. But I think that's good right there. Let's just try. Let's see, I think I've got a drywall screw here. Yep, so that'll hold that right where you need it. I'll just have to make sure that I do get the right length of screw, and then that'll just pin that closed. All right, so let's get out there and see what we can do. So now all we gotta do is mark the center of this post. So we'll drill down that and then drill sideways. Let's see. I'm gonna have to come down this way with the wire because I don't have enough room in the back to drill out. Just try to make this as straight as possible. And we will turn this to 1, turn this all the way up. See how that looks. I think that might look pretty nice. So now with the drill chucked down, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my pencil, I'm gonna mark a line on that bit so I know where to stop for all the others so they're all in the same spot. And then what I'll do is I'll go and I'll get some tape and I'll put that as a little flag. Now that I have that marked, just got some painter's tape and I'll just wrap that around that bit as a flag, keeping the straight side down. And now I'll just stop at that point with this chucked in the same way it is. This way I will not lose what that depth is. So the drill is ergonomic. It's pretty lightweight, but it is, I mean, it's a solid drill. It does have a selector on the top like most of the other drills. So it's got selection 1 and 2. You can see here it's got the little icon for the hammer drill. Move that and we have the driver. We move it again and you have the drill. And it also has the standard feature of adjusting that to torque that to a specific setting. It is a keyless chuck, has your forward and reverse setting, and it has a built-in light. Now other drills that I've got Craftsman drills, the light is usually up here, but this light is down here. It's got a 2 amp hour, 20 volt max battery that just simply comes out. One thing that I've noticed is on my Craftsman, if you push this, it stays on for maybe 30 seconds, 10 to 30 seconds. This just goes on and off. It's got the belt loop holder and the other holder on the other side so you can move that around. The drill comes with the drill driver hammer drill setup, 1 2 amp hour battery with a charger that I don't have here, and then your various bits, long bits and short bits. I mean, that's pretty much expected. It's just the bits are a nice touch, especially this extension bit, but really what you're looking at is the drill and the battery. It just clips in there, nice big red button. For $50, $45 plus shipping, it really is a solid unit. So I don't have a Craftsman hammer drill. I only have the drill driver, so I can't do a side-by-side comparison with hands-on equipment. The only thing I can do is share with you the stats of each drill. The Craftsman drill kit comes with the hammer drill and a bag and 2 batteries and a charger. The Hychika comes with the drill driver, 1 battery, 1 charger, and then some bits that they will include with that. Rundown of the stats, the Hychika and the Craftsman are both brushless. The torque on the Hychika is 310 inch-pounds, whereas the Craftsman comes in around 420. They both have dual settings. The Hychika 0 to 500, Craftsman 0 to 600, and then the Hychika 0 to 2000, whereas the Craftsman is 0 to 1900. The warranty for the Hychika, you register, you have a 30-day money-back warranty with lifetime service. The Craftsman is 3-year limited warranty. The price point, the Hychika, like I said, $45 on their website plus shipping. The Craftsman usually is about $160. Craftsman does win on power. That's just a fact. If you're going to be drilling into masonry every single day, you need a professional tool. This is more of an entry-level tool, so if you know someone who is a new homeowner or just getting into a hobby and does not have a power tool, this is an affordable option to start with. At the price point of $45, honestly, I did not expect much out of this drill, but I was surprised with what it actually did. I used this when I was installing my landscape lighting. I was able to bore out some 4x4 posts and never quit. I also used it for hanging up some items around the house and as a daily worker for the past 2 weeks. It's a powerhouse. I mean, it doesn't quit. Battery charges up very nice. It's nice to have these bits available. Would have been better if they had made a little attachment so you can attach the bits to the drill. It doesn't have a soft bag, but My soft bags usually end up in a pile of soft bags. I mean, it's a solid choice. I will say this, if you already have Craftsman tools, if you already have Milwaukee tools or DeWalt tools or Ryobi tools, this isn't really the drill for you. If you're just starting out into a hobby and or home ownership and you need a tool, this is a reliable option. I appreciate you watching as usual. In the comments below, if you could, let me know what kind of tools do you have? Do you have DeWalt? Do you have Milwaukee? Do you have Ryobi? Do you have Craftsman? Do you have Cobalt? Do you have Bauer? Bauer? Yeah, Bauer is Harbor Freight. Do you have Hychika? Have you ever tried one of these? What power tools are you using? I'm genuinely curious on what everybody's using, what their favorite is. What weren't you a fan of and why? So leave that in the comments below. And until next time, my name is Steve and I appreciate you guys for tuning in and spending your time with me.